Hi, everyone. Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. For those of you that haven't seen me in a while, it's because I've been on vacation and then I got COVID, and I got I guess it's the newest version of COVID. I had COVID in 2020, January 2020, which was the worst because I had the body aches. I had the respiratory congestion in my face and in my chest. I had terrible headaches. I had no energy. I could not move. This time I got the head congestion and headache. It felt like I had just constant pressure on my head and I had no energy whatsoever. I was unable to do anything. I couldn't concentrate on anything. Uh, Today I feel the best. I still have a headache. I'm taking pain medication for the headache, but I feel a lot better, than I have had. So I'm getting there. I do have a bunch of orders that you guys need. I'm working on it. Beverly of Beeline Designs, I'm waiting on some rubber stamps from her. She's had a house full of illnesses and things happen as well. So it's been kind of a rough month for us. So thank you all for being so kind and patient. Thank you for your support. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I probably have messages for some of you that I have not answered yet because I just have no energy. I did my own nails, but they desperately need to be cut because they are way too long. So I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. So today we're going to be, Sherry, is it possible you've logged in on a different device than you had before? Because sometimes that happens. Let me see if you come up. I have an account that has 3,661 points, Sherry. So you're logged in on a different account. Yeah, it is awful. Thank you for leaving me alone, Sam. I've tried to at least respond to a few messages that I saw that some people were asking. In fact, I just saw one today. I came across on my phone and I need to message them that she's been waiting on her order. She's waiting on a Beeline Design stamp. Okay, so we're going to be working on the Wild and Free subscription box. This is I think I've already used a couple of the Wild and Free add-on papers. This is something new that I asked Narella to help me with. So some of the pages are my stencil designs. Some of the rest of the pages are elements that she used throughout the kit, and I asked her just to make some pattern papers. I've got a couple of envelopes. You get envelopes in. Yes, you do see a mandala stamp. Yes, yes, yes. Someone else had asked me if I was going to do a bundle of the new stamps. I haven't felt good enough to do that. Oh man, to do that yet. Bear with me. I was setting this up to glue to something and I put something on top of it. But yes, I will be working on a grouping where if you want all of these stamps and then this is a separate sheet of these stamps, I'll put a bundle together. Yeah, there's lots of extra goodies. By the way, okay, well, it shows a different login for you. So we'll get it fixed later. What was I going to say? Oh, if you already have a subscription box with me, you're getting ready to renew or you know it's coming up really soon, if you'll send me a quick message before you order, I'll give you a coupon code for free shipping. Especially those of you in the US that are already paying a lot for shipping. I can do some free shipping on a few people. Julie, I'm still waiting to ship to Australia. They did an update on like February 11th. I saw a message that said that they're still not shipping to Australia. They're not accepting. So again, if you're going to be ordering, do send a message to me and I will see about giving you the free coupon code. You're welcome. I'll get it fixed. It won't be right now, but I'll get it fixed. Okay, so I've got a couple of envelopes that come in the subscription box, and I was trying to think of different ways to use them, and today I'm just going to make it relatively simple. I'm going to turn these into basically a page that I can load into the journal that when we get to it, we'll have some decoration here, and we can open it up, and we can get something out of it. Well, I needed a way to attach them. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these on my table I'm going to grab a little piece of washi tape here. And I'm going to washi tape one down to my desk so it doesn't move. And then I'm going to put the other one down on this other side so it doesn't move around on me. Yeah. So I cut a book page to be the same length but 1 inch wide. And I'm going to put glue. I think this one was upright. I want to thank Rhonda for sending me a tacky glue that has the cap like this, because I've been alternating between these bottles because I have them, so it's been very handy. So now I'm just going to go down the edge of this strip of paper, and I've cut two. I'm going to put one on each side. All right, so I'm just going to line this up. And then just smooth that out. And I've lost my bone folder. I have 3 bone folders. I own 3 bone folders, and I cannot find one of those. So I've put some in my wish list. So maybe I'll get a new one when I get some money to buy a new bone folder. And then I'll have 4. None of you can relate to that, right? All right, so I got paper on this side. I'm going to flip it over. I'm not worried about it's got a gap on it, but I am going to go ahead and put a generous amount of glue on this side. Now, I could have used some pattern papers and decorated the envelopes, and that would have closed it up, but I wanted to show a way that you could use the junk, an old book page, to attach these together. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, I don't know where it is either. I know that I got some in the back. Yeah, Hercules ate the bone folder. He's probably chewing it up because it has, you know, good. I understand, Laurie. You know, you only have 2 Tim Holtz ruler because of losing one. Yeah, rain's coming down. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. All right, so now we've got, this is what the page would be when we get to it. So let's decorate it a little bit. You know, I was trying to decide, do I want to spray it with Tattered Angels? Do I want to use stencils? Well, let's just do a little bit of everything. I'm feeling a lot better, thank you. I've felt bad, but I've got a headache today, but it's not near as bad as it has been. So I am blessed that I'm getting a little better. So the kit has a lot of orange and yellow and green in it. And I should have told Norella when she made this add-on papers to add some more of the pinks in it, because the kit has quite a bit. Did y'all see the flip through video? It does have some pinks and it has some blues in it as well. Uh-oh, what'd I do with it? Oh, there it is. So I think what I want to do this time, though, is kind of keeping with that kind of a orangey coral. This is wild coral. So I'm just going to spritz. And then I've got wild spice. Just a little bit of a... All right, now you're not going to work. Sometimes I get a pump that doesn't want to work. Let's see if I can find one that I can steal. I am out of the extra sprayers. I've got to order some. So I'm just going to swap this out. Deal with it later. All right, so I'm going to spray this into my trash can. Okay, there we go. So this is the wild spice. And I'm not getting any of an orange vibe really, but I think what I want to do, I'm going to add some of the wild and free. This is what comes in the kit. It's kind of a teal green, more green blue. I'm going to flip this over. Now, there is still sticky on the flap, so I don't want it to touch per se. Oh, thank you, Ruby Lily, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Margie, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm just spritzing that a little bit more. I'll add some of the... Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we'll go back over here. All right, we'll dry this just a little bit. I did a tutorial. Oh, I did a tutorial this morning. I am going to offer the Midori kit again. So while that's drying off. So it will be the fabric, and then you can pick your own inside, but you'll have the elastic as well as the fabric and the chipboard to make your own. Thank you, Ashley. I like it when it just kind of blends when you do the different colors. You didn't see Margie's sheep dancing? Well, I haven't. She donated, so maybe it was shy. It didn't want to come out to dance today. But here is the cover that I made, a Midori style cover. I made, like I said, I made a tutorial showing y'all how to put that together. All right, I think now what I want to do is let's get some stencils out. This is the Wild and Free subscription box stencil. All right, so we did the peachy and teal. Oh, let's go wild. Let's put purple on top. So here I've got the purple, and I've got seedless preserves. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know that I want to do the whole pattern all over, so I may just kind of hit a couple of areas. So you don't have to use the whole stencil, okay? Oh, you jumped the gun, Mark? Oh, I see. You probably did it before Junkie Joe was up all the way. Well, that looks good. Just kind of giving it a little bit of a pattern. All right, so what else can I put on here? Well, I have the Mandala Stamp, so let's use it. I'm going to stamp from the corner. And I think I'll go the opposite corner here. And then on the back side, yeah, let's go ahead. We'll stamp it right in the middle. Right in the middle. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I can put some journal cards in here. I'm going to grab a paper so I don't have to dig through the kit. All right, so I've got a piece of cardstock. You get a full sheet of white cardstock in the kit. It's about, I can't remember if that was the linen cardstock, if I gave you both kinds. All right, so I need to put things back where I had them nice and neat out of the way. So for this, I'm just going to cut it directly in half because an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper cut in half, and then these pieces folded in half make a journal card that will fit inside our envelope. And I got a smudge on it, but we're going to decorate this a little bit. And I should have done this ahead of time, but like I said, I haven't felt very good, so I'm using my acrylic block to smooth out the edges here. All right, so let's put some distress inks around the edges. I think what I want to do on these is I do have some of that pattern paper. I've got a piece of music here. And I've got some of the fussy cut elements and some rubber stamped images that I stamped out earlier in fussy cut. So let's do some little collages. I'm not going to do the inside. Y'all know how to do that. I'm just trying to get it quickly. I like the walnut stain color because it's a lot darker, so it goes a lot faster. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Okay. So I have a couple of, whoops, I just dropped one. I have a couple of these feathers that are from the chipboard pieces. I painted them with ivory paint so that y'all didn't have to wait on me to do that portion. And I've got this sheet music, or not sheet music, a hymnal book page. So I'm just kind of cutting a strip, or tearing a strip. Not cutting. My fingers are not scissors, y'all. If you believe that, then I need to have some of the drugs that you're on. All right, so I've got a little strip that I'm thinking of putting on there. I'm thinking this needs to go on something. So let's look at our pattern paper. What if we did a block of this pattern paper? So I don't need it that way. I need it this way. Okay. So my feathers are roughly 2.5 inches tall. And I think what I want to do is place those on top of another piece of paper. But I'm going to make a 3-inch tall, because that can go right in the middle, but I'm going to put something over it, I think. And let's do a 2 inches. So I'll do that again, make 2-inch cut. And then now I have a scrap to play with later. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to grab these. And I want to mat this little feather. So if I go 1.25 inches, that looks pretty good. And where's the other feather? There it is. I lost it. I think I can go 1.25 inches again. And we'll paint this cardstock, or we will alter the color just a little bit. And we'll also do the feather. All right, so since my strip of paper was 3 inches, I want this to be a little bit shorter, but I don't want it to be too short. So if I go about 2.5, almost, a little bit over 2.5, just so that it's long enough that it'll become a little matte to hold our feather. We can even kind of put it at an angle if we want, okay? No cussing. Hey, Janice. Hey, Chris. Welcome for being here. Hey, Norma. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not enough yet, Robin. Oh, thank you, Rhonda, for your donation. And thank you again for the bottle of glue. All right, so I don't need this. I've got these pieces here. I need to alter the color of the feathers. And if you haven't seen my vision yet, the idea is these are going to be layered on here with that feather. You know, we can make different things. So what color should I make the feather? And what color should I make this background? So I'm going to get out I've got seedless preserves, and I think I want the, oh, where is it? Campfire. Crackling campfire. I think I want that to be this color and make the feather kind of a purple color. I don't know. We're going to try. Campfire. All right, get a scrap of paper. Multitasking is not your friend, right? All right, so I'm just going to use the blending tool to alter the color of this little piece of paper. Okay, so if we put the orange, of course I need to go around the edges with Distress ink. And then we have this purple, so we can test it. We don't like it, you know what? We can always paint over it. So I'm just going to come in here with the Distress Oxide and my oval blending brush. The good thing about having really long fingernails is that I don't have to put my finger on it. All right, I am going to hit it with a heat tool because Distress Oxides have a tendency to stay wet for a while. All right, so if we put this on here, and then that on there, and we can still add some kind of pattern to these pieces here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. We'll do it the same way. Already have the stuff out. How is everybody else? Y'all heard my saga of having COVID. I did go on vacation in January. We went on a cruise and we were masked up. We were vaccinated and we were supposed to do 2 cruises, one back to back. So the last day of the cruise, they test us to see if we have COVID. And while I was on the cruise ship, I got COVID. And then we were basically, the next day, we were in port. So they kicked us off the ship. So we had to come home. Thank you, Robin, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's been a roller coaster, but we did have a good time. We when we got to go on what we got to do, we got to go to Costa Maya, and I posted it on my personal Facebook page. Maybe I should post it on my business page too. But we went to. It was a traction that you could walk all of these footbridges that were above, and they kind of went all over the pier where our ship docked. So it's just a little experience, and in those little footbridge pathways going from one area to the other, they put little buildings and had aviaries with different types of birds, and they would give you a little cup. And about this size, a little condiment type cup full of seed, not really full, just a little bit of seed. And they caution you, when you go to the bird rooms, be careful because the first birds will eat all of the food. In fact, you have to hang on to it because they will grab the cup. So be careful because you'll run out of food before you get to the end. And we're like, okay. So I'm hanging on to my cup and the birds are swarming all over us. One lands on Henry. It was quite humorous. Yes, that was Crackling Campfire. I bought those from... when was it? Joann's Crafts on Black Friday. They had some really good deals. Thank you, Lori. And this is Seedless Preserve. So those are the colors that I use. I think I want to have some patterns on these pieces. So let's use rubber stamps to do that. I'm going to use the Henna Rose. Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And stamp that across. So see how we took plain paper and turned it into something decorative. Okay, I like that. Now, do I want to stamp anything on top? Nope, I think I'm going to leave the feathers like they are. Okay, so if I got these pieces, I'm going to go ahead and glue my feathers to the orange and then to these pieces while I contemplate what I want to do in the background. Yeah, they were really cheap because they were like 50% off. I think they were at least 50% off on Black Friday. Oop, I almost stuck that on the wrong thing. Oh, I know what I also forgot to do. I was going to put some Distress inks on the edge of my feather. All right, I'm trying to hang on to it without getting glue all over me. Thank you, Laura, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. These feathers come in the subscription box. If I didn't mention that earlier, they are part of the subscription box. So you get a variety. There's about 150 different items between the pages and the fussy cut elements and the beads and the charms. Okay, I'm liking this so far. But I think we need some color in the background here. All right, so what color should we do in the background? How about a teal color? Or the color from the kit. That's what we'll do. We'll do this color in the background. Oh. And we'll grab some words to put on here as well. Okay. So, I'm going to move these out of the way. Shake it up. Yes, Rhonda, your donation came through. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm just going to spritz. And I kind of like the speckles that are on here. I'm going to hit it with the heat tool. All right. So is that enough? I think it is. I think this will look really cute. And then we can put a word phrase down there. How's that? Okay. So I'm going to take this piece and glue it down. I just came up with another idea I want to do, so we'll do that before I glue the next layer. Thank y'all again for being here, for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate your support, and I don't know what I would do without many of you supporting me, because my husband's told me I need to get a job, so buy some more stuff. Now that I'm getting, I think, on the downside of COVID. Of course, we'll find out tomorrow when I wake up, because, you know, it's day to day. That I can get out some more tutorials. I am working on a bunch of tutorials. I've got a notebook here that I've been writing down ideas that I want to use. I've been watching a few videos here and there, like who did I watch? I watched Pam from the Paper Outpost, and I watched Nick from the Nick the Booksmith, and then I always get her name wrong. Corey Dane, Corie, I think is her name. I have her link. I've watched some of her videos, and then I'd get so tired I couldn't watch anymore, so I would shut it off, and then in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep, I'd get up. I kind of changed my location, and I think I like that. So we have the mandala sticking out behind there. Damen. Thank you, Margie. Damen. I always say it wrong because I'm not looking at it. If I look at it, I would see it. Damen. She's got some great little tutorials. Just for, I don't know. I look at them to think, oh, well, that's, I used to do a thingy like that. Mine was different. Let's see. Maybe let's do a different version. I like to look at what people are doing and then think, how can I make my own style? Thank you, Nadine. But maybe using their idea as a springboard to get to my style. Thank you, Nadine. I greatly appreciate it. All right, I think we need a little word down here in the corner. Do I want to do a little phrase? Never stop exploring. Yep, that'll fit right there. Now, we'll stamp it. If we don't like it, what I am always trying to tell y'all is that you can take another piece of paper and cover it up. So I'm just getting it on my block. And we'll stamp that right here. Like that. We've already got so many layers on there. You could stamp it on another piece of paper and layer it if you want. I've got another idea. Let's see what happens. What happens if I have a permanent marker here? So this is the color. What if we did a little box? Let's see what happens. It may not be sharp enough of a point. Maybe I'll just put a line under it. There we go. Never stop exploring. These are cheap Dollar Tree markers. I got these for $1, and I thought it'd be kind of fun just to play with them. Yes, we have our fancy art markers that we all own. I know you have some of some kind. But sometimes it's just kind of fun to just see, what can I do with an everyday marker that a kid would use? Oh, your 5-year-old came to read your name? Aw, Lori, that's so cute. All right, so how's that? So these are going to go inside here. So it's kind of a little hidden treasure. And look, we got the mandalas. One of these days I'll learn how to say that correctly. Mandala. Okay, I kind of like that. I just like that the flap is up because it will kind of make the pages pop a little bit. So what if I have some fussy cut elements here? So I'm just kind of digging around. I do have like these little gems. What if we did these? Oh, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? To put them like that. I know that technically when we come to the page, it should be like this. And I guess we could do it that way so that when you wanted, you could flip this out. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. I say we, like you're sitting here with me. Stress buying. Of course you need one. You always need one. I'm trying to be good. I'm not buying anything unless it's business related right now. That way we're using some of the kit. This is from the subscription box. Some of the fussy cut elements that are in there. I kind of like that with the mandala behind it. Oh no! You're helping? Okay, good. I'm glad you're helping me. Thank you. Thank you. You're giving me my moral support. Hello, Beverly. All right, so I like that. So on this side, what do we want to do? Well, I happen to have a couple of butterflies that I stamped. I think I'm going to put those on there. I think I like that bright color popping out. So I'll glue these down. I'm trying to watch my time. I'm completely winging it today. You're trying to be bad. The good thing has lost its appeal. Oh, dear. All right, so let's put this one going like that. And I've cut some words, stamped some words and cut them out earlier. Well, weeks ago. Like when I was on the cruise ship. Okay, how about this? We'll do boho over here. So I just took a strip of paper that was left over and stamped the words and then cut the strip in half or down. So do I want to put it on the butterfly? Yeah, kind of like that. Maybe we'll, you know, I haven't done yet is I haven't used any fabric or some fibers. So let's look in my little goodie bag that was right here. Where is, oh my gosh, if I would just open my eyes, Linda. Okay, so here's a little piece of fabric. Ooh, I have some of this orange fuzzy trim. Let's do something with that. All right, so I got to figure out where the end is. Not the end of the world, just the end of the fibers. I don't think I need very many pieces of the fiber, just a small little piece. So just cut little pieces off. These also come in the kit. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is kind of make a little fluffy wad. Fluffy wad, that's a technical term. I do have real feathers. I forgot to say that. I do have a real feather. We'll use those in a minute. I'll get them somewhat out. But yes, there are some real feathers in here. Just got to put enough glue to hold the fibers as well as my paper piece. So I'm going to put something on it, a little block, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to put down some glue, a little blob of glue, and stick the fibers in there. And then we'll stick our little piece of word on top. You like the bright blue with the orange? I thought it would be good to kind of mix that together. All right, so I'll just take that off for just a moment so you can see that's what this side looks like. So when we come to this page, thank you for subscribing, Meg. And then when we come in here, you can unhook this and take out the card. I like it. Turned out pretty cute. Just make sure my... All right, so I'll set that aside. I'm going to clean my hands off for a second. Sometimes I get that tattered angels all over me and ink and everything else. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Y'all enter the raffle for 200 junk bucks. I'm going to drink. I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. Oh, I need to get a prize, don't I? Ha! Okay. Prize. Oh, why not? put it in a baggie so I can find it. Okay. What else? Oh, okay, cool. I can do one of those too. Okay. I'm sidetracked. I'm trying to find the right prize for right now. Have to find. Oh, here, we'll do this. Okay, perfect. Now I have a really good prize. This is an expensive prize. Okay. Prizes. All right, so let's pick the winner of 200 junk bucks. If you haven't already joined, please do right now. You got just a second or two. While we're waiting on y'all to enter, these are color bursts. They are a powder. If you have a wet piece of watercolor paper and then you spritz this on there, it'll kind of get some blooming effect to it. There's lots of tutorials that Ken Oliver put out. I had 2 sets of these, so I'm going to give one of those away. And I may have actually used this one, but I'm not sure. I can't really tell. I have a 1 chameleon marker. I have no idea if it still works because it's been sitting here for a while. It's a green, and then you got the green topper, so you'll be able to make these shades of green. Then Rhonda Whisk and Glue gave me some distressed ink pads, and this was a duplicate. I already had this one, so I'm going to put that in the pile. And then I've got a couple of the 7 Gypsies Architectures stickers. So these are stickers that you can use in whatever project. So now that I think all of you are in, I'm going to pick a winner. All right. Pick a winner. And the winner is Ashley. Congratulations, Ashley. You won the goodie bag. Or no, you won the 200 junk bucks. Sorry, I'm getting this backwards. You won the 200 junk bucks. So now we're going to say reset. Okay. And we're going to do, what do I want to put this as? That was, we had the marker. Oh yeah. So we have paint, marker, and ink pad bundle. That's what we'll do. I know it's complicated. Oh, good grief. Allow entries. I kept hitting the wrong button. So we got a little goodie pack here. All right. Y'all enter the raffle. All right. So I took from the subscription box one of the dictionary pages and I trimmed off the edges, and that puts it roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 inches by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a smidge, maybe 5.25 inches is what it ended up being. I have one of Norella's digital prints here, and I think what I want to do is tear this edge just a little bit. And it's funny that this flower is here because, if I find it, I did the same style of a flower in the rubber stamps. Kind of a bell's flower. So we'll have to do something with that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tear down this edge. I wanted a more jagged tear, so that's why I'm... And I think that's not tall enough. So, but I think if I do this... All right, and maybe we'll tear off a little bit more off the bottom. I want to do some layering. I haven't done a lot of layering recently. So this is the add-on paper kit that you can get. And I'm going to go ahead and do probably right here. I'm going to cut this one shorter just because I want to be able to use that flower somewhere. Okay. Oh yeah, and I have these chipboard pieces. So let's see what we can come up with. Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. The Mrs. Edmondson. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, if y'all are watching, this is your first time, speak up in the chat. Love to find out, how did you find me? Okay, so I'm liking that. What if we did a couple of these butterflies? Kind of making layers. I don't usually make very many layers because I'm like, well, why am I tearing up a perfectly good piece of paper? All right, so since this edge is just really not very easy to tear, I'm just going to use my scissors. And I'm just kind of roughing it up a little bit. So it just kind of gives it a little rough look. I have some of that sheet music here. Let's go around these pieces. What have y'all been working on lately? All right, I kind of like this and this. I think we need some kind of piece of paper to write on, maybe. And I have this green, but I also have this yellow color. Kind of a golden yellow. So what if we did something where maybe I'll move that up there. I'm going to tear this down just a little bit so that I can kind of put it at an angle. I think that's what I want to do. Something like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, good, Julie. Ruby, I think that's great. Oh, would love to see it. Definitely. You know what? Hey, and if you'll tag me so I can see it, because I don't always see things. Or you can even send me a link or send it to me in private message. Okay, I think I don't know if I want this behind on this one. And I think we need another color. So what if we did a little piece of this green? I haven't done tearing today in a straight line. So what if we did something like, oh, we'll go ahead and do 3 inches. All right, we'll turn it this way. And then we'll have this piece that'll go in here. So probably roughly 3.5 inches. So if we did something like that on the page, so we're getting some neat collage-y effect. Oh, fun! You're making a journal for your aunt? Well, she'll love it, I'm sure. I'm sure. Mosaic cat food boxes that with, oh, okay. How to recycle them. Awesome. Awesome, Diane, awesome. All right, so let's put some distress inks on these pieces. You're not starting another journal until you're finished cleaning your craft room. Well, mine would be constantly cleaning it, so. All right, so I've got these pieces distressed. I did that piece, so let's just do this one and the yellow. Oh, well, cute. Good. You're sending the Calico Collage books to her dad, so she's cutting things out for you since your mom passed. Aw. Well, that's sweet of her to do that. All right, I like that. So, if I put all of these on here, I think I need that teal green in the background. So we're going to spray this page a little bit with some Tattered Angels. I don't need to do the true middle because it'll be kind of covered up. We'll dry it real fast. Lots of layers. Your grandson's getting good at cutting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot your mom did do all the cutting. Well, it's sad that I know you miss her greatly. All right, I think while I have this here, I'm going to go ahead and spray the other side because I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, but I am going to add another color. I've got this pink, so I'm just going to add, so it kind of gives a muddled effect. A little purple and teal and pink. Teal and pinks. Oh, it kind of bled through. That's cool. All right, so I'm going to let this kind of dry. And let's see if I want to do some stenciling or stamping. So if we put this up here, I keep adjusting this. Put my tool away. So if I turn it this way a little more, maybe if I go this way, I guess that's what I needed to do, was shift it. You know, sometimes you fight things that are in a certain direction, but it'd be better if you just kind of shift it just a little bit. Okay, I kind of like this. All right, so what kind of pattern do I want to put on here? How about, I haven't done this in a little while. I'm going to take the Flower Swag stamp and stamp it around the edges. I'm just rotating it every so often, so occasionally you'll see some of the flower pieces. I'm going to do that again to this one as well. Just constantly turning the stamp as the world turns. All right, kind of like that. I think it needed that stamping on the page. I know you're probably going, man, Linda, this is busy, but I kind of like the layers on here. And then this one's going to go over here. Put that down there. I think this one's going to go up there. Okay, I like that. I'm just going to layer this all down. And I may change my mind one more time. All right, let's put this up here in this corner. All right, and then this piece is going to go kind of in the middle. I could do something. All right, so let's put this right here. I'm making sure I don't get it too far over, which I think I did. Fold my page in half. Ah, hello, Sandra. So glad you came by. All right, so I'm going to glue these together. I'm trying to decide if I want to do one more little element here. I'll go ahead and glue these together for the other side. I think I have some paper here I can use. Couldn't get a hold of it. So if I were to cut a piece of this that I folded over and basically just made a little booklet, so I think I could probably get away with cutting this down after I figure this length out. All right, so I believe this was 3 inches. So if I make this 6 inches, and then it was 3.5 inches tall. And if I fold this in half and I glue it to the back of this, I may need to trim it some, then I could have like a little booklet that opens up and you can write on it. That was my thinking anyway. So this piece isn't big enough, so we're going to go here, and this is also 3 inches, so I'm going to do 6 inches, maybe a little bit shorter than 6 inches. And this one is 3.25 inches tall, so I'm going to go a little shy of that. And then fold this in half. And it's just a text weight paper, so it's not super sturdy. I don't know why I'm doing this side, but we'll go ahead. All right. Go this way. Okay. I think I got it. I got it. I got it. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to glue this piece onto here. like so. All right, and then this piece is going to be glued to the page here, but we'll flip out like that. So we'll need a little something to catch it. It's thin paper. I could make it a text spot too, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue it shut, glue it down, which will give some stability to this thinner piece of paper. Okay, so what can I put? Here we go. I've got this little saying that we can put here that then you can flip this out and you've got some hidden writing space there. Need a little something up there. I've got an arrow that I stamped. That'll look cute. This is one of the arrow rubber stamps I offer in my shop. And I stamped it and fussy cut it out. And then I used some watercolor. Okay, I just dropped it. Watercolors to color it. I like it. You like that? So now we've got this little flip out. So you can write in here and you got writing space there. And we've used a book page and one of these tear off notepads, and it's not perfectly straight, but it looks pretty good to me. All right, so this side, I'm going to have it open this way, I think, because let me look. Do I do it this way? Oh, maybe we're going to do it differently. Or do I want to do it down here? See, and I'm changing my mind now. All right, do I want to go there? I think kind of in the middle bottom here, like that. And maybe we'll do one other step. So I'm going to glue this piece to my cover. Ah, you know what I should do? Is I can do this. That's what I should have done on the other one. Durr. So now if I do it this way, and you can flip it out, and you've got this writing space, and you've got the whole writing space with the wild child help holding it together. Okay, I got it. I got a plan. Just stick with me. I'll get it. I'm just sitting here talking to myself. When I was watching Nick the Spooksmith, she has a whole complete conversation to the camera, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she even has some true crime series that she started doing. And I watched one the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Hey, thank you, Sherry, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I want this piece kind of down so I can still see this piece. So I'm going to glue it down. All right, I'm going to stick this under here. Kind of like that, maybe. I should have gone up a little higher, but that's okay. All right, so then we'll glue this piece down. Creative writing spaces. Okay, like that. And since I moved this up, I'm going to put the wild child down here at the bottom. And then that way it just kind of tucks up underneath. Like that. Hey, Janet. Hello. Thank you, Sam, for supporting me. I greatly appreciate it. All right, so we're going to put this right here. You sure you don't want this kit, Janet? Now that I'm putting it together, you're going to like what I'm doing. All right, so there's this side, which will go like that. And then over here we have this side that goes like that. Yay, I love it. All right, so now I have, prior to the live stream, I took one of the chipboard pieces and I painted it white. And then I sprayed it with some Tattered Angels and allowed that to dry. And then I've glued a piece of transparency to the back. I've gone ahead and I've put glue on 3 sides to make this a pocket on the page. So I don't want to lay it down just yet. I don't want these to be foobarred. So I'm thinking, okay, if it loads from the top here and we put it somewhat in the middle of this page, I think that's kind of pretty with the colors, but maybe we want to have a frame right behind this. So what if, I think that's too busy. Is that too crazy? If we cut a piece that fits just that, and then we'll put a journal card in the pocket. So when you take the journal card out is when you'll see this crazy wild pattern paper. You'll just have to see. You might get inspired, Janet, as you see me work with this kit. All right, so this is roughly 5 inches tall. So I'm going to cut this 5 inches. And if I remember, it should be 4. Yeah, 4 inches wide. Okay. Okay. Aw, thank you, Sam. Okay, we'll go like this. And then this piece, I don't know why I did it that, yes, I want it that way. I want to be able to glue this to this. And now this is a pocket here. So we can put something in it. And what I have is I took one of the pages from the large journal kit and printed it out on cardstock and then stamped it with the library card on top. I love how that turned out. And so I thought this might look kind of cool. And they're like that. And this could go on our page. But I want to decorate that outside edge, don't you think? It needs something else on there. So I grab my Scrapbook paper. Do I want a stencil or stamp? Stencil or stamp? Stencil or stamp? What do you want to do this time? Stencil or stamp? Stencil or stamp? I think I'm going to use this border stamp. This is the henna border stamp. So I'm going to stamp it as close to the edge as I can get here. Turn it around, do this one as well. And then I'm going to stamp down the side here. I think I can kind of center it, and it almost fills the whole space. So it's another way to add texture and color and pattern to your paper and not necessarily any bulk. So make sure I'm right side up. And if I glue that over here, like so, what do you think? Yeah, you got to use it. You've got to use it. Yeah, Maria, I understand that. And here's what I did, because I had so much stuff around me, is I grabbed some boxes that I knew I could carry. and that were a reasonable size to hold papers and whatnot. And I started putting things in boxes that maybe I am not super in love with at the moment. Today I'm not, in love with this thing. And I put it in a box. And I did about 6 boxes like that. I have the boxes. They're in another room. When I feel like it, I'm going to pull a box out, look at it, and decide, what do I want to do with these items? Is it something I need to give away or sell or create? I know you hate cutting up those pretty papers. I do too. I do too. Just do it. In fact, grab some of those pretty papers and deliberately just cut them into smaller pieces so that you're now, oh, well, I've cut it. I've got to use it now. Okay, let's put this right here. I put the transparency film because I didn't want it catching when you put the journal card in down here, but I just thought it was kind of neat. And if you had a special picture you wanted to put in there, you could. And let's do, I've got this arrow. Would that look good on there? Or should we do a butterfly? Oh, I have this cow skull that I put together. I think I like that on the bottom right there. That's what I don't have. I didn't get out the Dreamcatcher stamp yet. If y'all haven't entered the raffle, do so. I don't know what my time is, so y'all enter the raffle. It was so much easier once I got rid of all those things that were around me to kind of go through stuff. And I got piles of stuff in here. And it happens, whenever I do a live stream, sometimes I end up making this basket full of things and I don't put it away right away. And that's what I need to get back to doing, is putting things away. Okay, I like this. You like how that turned out? All right, let's do something on this side. I was going to do the arrow, but changed my mind. It's my prerogative. I've got one of the pockets. Let's see if it's too narrow. It barely fits on my page, so I think I'm going to use it. I've got a journal card that I want to put in there. I don't have anything up here. I was playing around with this idea, and I just cut a piece of cardstock. I used my ruler and my pen, my cheap pen, and made a border. I stamped it with the Mandala Stencil or stamp, and then I did create the world you want to see on top of that. So do I need anything in the background? Let's stamp it. Just stamp it. Just stamp it. I've got the beach, or what is this, henna rose. So I'm just going to kind of stamp it around. Because I think if I put this down here and put this up here, I may need to go a couple more times there. Okay, I think I like that. I'm going to glue this as a pocket in case there's something we want to put in it. All right, then we'll put this down here on the bottom. It's got the little tabs on it so you can fold those and get the full use of your pocket. Okay, put that right here. Oh, congratulations, you get your coupon code. Right now, Maria, you do not have to donate. The raffles are free, so you can just type !raffle to get in on it. At the end, if you want a chance to win the journal that I'm creating today, just make a donation of any dollar amount. I'd love to have you donate to me. And then at the end, you get a chance to win this journal. Part of your donation sets up a new account for you over at my website. You have to go there, put that together, and I will add you to the YouTube Donator membership. In my YouTube Donator membership, you will be able to get several of my digital downloads that I offer by my gel prints and special things that I have made for free. You also get a discount on products from my shop. Okay? All right, so I have this journal card that I thought I'd put in here. And I have this large mandala that I haven't used yet today. So I'm going to stamp it in the middle of this card. Kind of like that. So that would go in there. I think I want to put a little bit of color in here. So I'm just going to grab, this is my Mermaid Lagoon. I'm sure there's color on here, so I'm just going to rub it. So it's just real subtle. And I probably should have done it first, but I like that. And then up here, I saw, where are they? Here we go. That fit? No. But I have one of the journal cards that comes in the kit, so I'll put that in there. And then this is my Curly Swirly stamped on one of the pages from the add-on papers. I think. Oh, it won't fit. We'll put it in here. We'll just make it extra fluffy. What else do I have here? I thought I saw a smaller card. Ah, here we go, maybe. Nope, that's not it. What if I grab, this is an artist trading card, so maybe one that's 3 by 3. I already have a page that has something sticking out pretty tall, but I think this one is short enough, so I'm going to round the corners. Oh, and we can use this little guy that I saved earlier. Okay, need some distress ink. Okay, so since I put the line around the label, I think I want to do a line around the outside edge of this card. So I'll get my scrap of paper here. And let's do it in the orange. I'm sure there's an orange in here. There is. There's an orange. So I'm just going to line up my ruler with the edge of my page, so just a little piece of it is peeking out. Let me zoom in so you can see that. Oh, good. I'm glad you love them. All right, so just a little sliver is peeking out, and I'm just going to take my pen and go over that edge. I'm going to do it again on all three, the other 3 sides. I would be careful that whatever paper that you do it on doesn't have a lot of color on it, because my pen will pick it up. And then I'll just kind of go over the edge. See how that stands out now? All right, what do I do with the markers? There they are. You got to put things away or you'll never find them again. All right, so I got that piece. I saw Maybe a little piece of music. We'll distress it. And I like having patterns in the background. It's just something that I have always kind of done. So I'm going to grab the henna rose and kind of kiss it to the edge. So it's kind of a distressed look to it. And then we'll just layer these pieces down. And we'll get a word to put on top. Yeah, if you put it away, you never find it again. Well, okay. It needs to have a permanent spot that you always put it in so that when you need it, you can find it. That's what I mean by put it away. So I have over here to my side some little drawers that I put things in. I've got a couple of bins near me. I need to get rid of some things that are near me that I don't use all the time. Trying to see what kind of little words I had here. Free spirit. This is from this rubber stamp set that I stamped onto a scrap of paper so that I could just grab one and layer it together. And I forgot to use the feather. I'd said I was going to use one. So I'm going to grab a little one. Okay. Got a little feather there. This isn't all the way glued down yet. If I can get my fingernail under it. I'll add a little more glue to the back. And I think I want it to come on this side. I'm going to add a little drop of glue on the back of the feather. And then I'll put it back down. So now I've used a feather, a real feather. You see it? And then this will go in that little pocket. So it'll kind of mess it up a little bit, but you can kind of see it peeking out. All right, so we got another thingy made. I need to clean my hands and contemplate what I want to do next. Can't find my cleaners. I must not have put it back where it belongs. Oh, I see it now. I gotta put it back where you belong. The February challenge is good and through the end of this month. The February challenge is still going. So if you want to make the heart cards in your version style and post them inside the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group, please do so. And we'll get you entered into the raffle, which is going to give you a $10 gift card to my, or coupon to my shop. All right. Got some more papers here. This is one of the papers that comes in the kit. It's a 12 by 12 or 8 by 8 piece of cardstock ledger paper, and I have somewhat folded it in half. And I thought I would just use some of the embellishments from the kit to add something to it. So I've got a couple of these. I have a little mushroom. This mushroom is also a rubber stamp in my shop. I have this dragonfly. I think that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4 little pieces. So I'm going to just start gluing these down. Oh, wait. Before I glue that down, maybe what I do with the mandala. Things are covered up on my desk again. Yes, they are again, covered up. All right, I got the mandala stamp. So I'm going to stamp it right here, so that when we put the butterfly, it kind of peeks behind it. Oh, I need more people near me. I've got a few, so it's fun that we get together on a Saturday or Sunday. Sunday's the next time we're getting together in March, and we'll be playing with the Wild and Free kit in person here in Yukon, Oklahoma. Okay, I like that. So on this side, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to stamp this guy. I may go back and put some words on there, but right now I'm just stamping and positioning things where I think I want them. Oh, I put a fingerprint on it, so when you do it once, just automatically do it again. Then it's on purpose, okay? I love it when I see somebody and they're like, oh no, I messed up. I said, so? Just add some more paint, or stamp it again in a different direction, or, you know, whatever. Just cover it up with another piece of paper. If you miss, don't worry. It's a junk journal. It's handmade, so have fun with it. Okay, so we got that. And I think what I may do is I'll take a dragonfly. Is that too big? That one's kind of big. Maybe I'll stamp that, I'll glue that dragonfly on there. Oh, wait, I do have these feathers. I've got another one here, if I can get a hold of it. Sometimes having long fingernails doesn't help. So what if I did that? So it looks like I did it on purpose. It was a little backdrop for the feathers. Plus, you also got my fingerprint. I better obscure it because you might use it to cause me to go to jail, right? Yes, that is my fingerprint. But if you notice, it is on a junk journal. And I did that in a live stream on this date. I'm going to twist that. And since I don't have any color on here, I'm just going to grab my color pencils. It's my watercolor pencils. Maybe a little bit of this teal on the side. And I need a blue. I need a pretty shade of blue, I think. Here we go. Actually, I think this is purple. And then we need a brown, probably. Of course, right now I can't find a brown. There's one. And then I've got a water brush that apparently this one is empty. Where's the other one? I have more than one. Apparently I don't know what I did with it. So we'll just cheat. And I'll put a little water. Ah! I got too much water. All right, so I put a little water in a palette. Sometimes you can take these and squeeze them, and they'll suck up the water. I got a little bit in there. There we go. Now my palette is dry again. So I'm just going to come in here with, let's do the pink first. And I'll clean my brush off in between. We're coloring. I don't know. I've always liked watercolor pencils better than markers. Markers, to me, I always am too heavy-handed, and so I end up making a mess. Okay, I like that so far. I've got Let's Adventure. Let's put that down here in the corner. Oh, thank you all for your donations. I greatly appreciate it. You're going to be a regular CSI person? Oh, dear. Finger out my fingerprint. Yep, obscuring your fingerprints. Oh, dear. Okay. I didn't put a word over here, so let's stay wild. Maybe like that. Yeah, on top. I think on this side. You filled your water brushes this morning and abandoned doing anything? Well, I used mine up the other day, so I have 3 of those brushes too, so it's probably laying here on my desk. All right, so on this side, all right, I've used those pieces. I'm trying to use all the little elements that come in the kit. So what if we put this one down here, and let's stamp up the top. I'll do the henna rose on this one. All right, so if I put this down here, I want the henna rose coming out of the corner over here. And we'll make it a little tuck spot in case you want to put something in it. All right, I can't see the time, so I don't know what time it is. I gotta hurry. No more lollygagging around, Linda. Get it done. All right, so this is going to go in that little tuck spot. And dang it, I got water on one of the doodads. Dang it, I hate it when that happens. Oh well, I'm going to dry it up. When I was filling my little tray, I tried it to the side, but I didn't go far enough. So I've got this little label that has some water damage. It's got water damage. I think I'll just glue it on top. Let it have the water damage. That'll give it that distressed look. $5.18. Thank you so much. Okay, I like that. Then this is going to go in here. And I need to do this side. How about the arrow? No, I think it's too big. Is that one too big? No, it can go on there. We'll put it on there. Do I have a right side or a top? Right side, left side, up side, wrong side, back side? How many sides are there? My side, your side, their side? Hey, Eric, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, what other word phrase do I have here? I have spirit. What do I want to put down? Go with the flowers. How about that? We'll put that right below it. Outside, inside, backside, mold. Mold. Robin says mold because of the water damage. Well, I'm so glad you're here. We'll be flipping through the pages I made here in a little bit. Okay, so that is this one. This is going to go in here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 more thingies. Okay, so earlier I made a page. Let me see if I can find the mop-up paper that I made. That is now missing. Here it is. So there is a mop-up page that I mopped up this purple on one side, but I didn't do anything on the back side. So let's put this in the spray box. And we don't have a lot of pink, so I'm going to do the pink on the back side. Just spray it. The arrow should point to a flower if you can manage it. Well, it didn't. Oh, dear. Maybe I should put, I know what I'll do. I'll put a flower on this side of the page. Maybe. Dry this. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. So it's time y'all to enter the raffle. Several of you won some junk bucks. Whoop, whoop. Okay, dried that. So I need this. Go with the flowers. It's pointing that way, but if I do it this way, that kind of means to go back that way. That's my thought. So what if I stamped a flower right here? This is the bell flowers. And we'll color the little bit. Grab a green. I need a green. That's too neon green. Not a neon green, a regular green. That kind of gives a little flower there, doesn't it? So go with the flowers. They're on the other page, okay? All right, so on this side, I haven't used the other half sheet stencil yet. And I think I want to use that pattern. Let's use the Mermaid Lagoon color on top of this pink. So what I'm going to do is I want to use that pattern over here. Now don't bend your paper or your stencil. This does have points in it, so you want to make sure that you go away from you if you have it pointing up, so that you don't hurt those. I'm having fun with this stencil. I did do a gel print with it. I've got a tutorial that I recorded on a day that I felt good, but now I need to edit it. Take some photos. Okay, I like that pattern. All right, so let's do the other pattern on the other side. We'll do the same color. If you didn't know what a mop-up paper was, that is where I sprayed on a stencil and then laid a sheet of paper on top and mopped up the ink, and that's what I got from doing the mop up. I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. And then let's add some decorative touches to this page. And we need to do the raffle soon. Really, Giovanna? Did they just do it? Can we get mail, or did they open their borders for other stuff? All right. I haven't used the little plants, but I think I'll pass on that one. I do have some more chipboard pieces. This one says Wanderlust, and here is an arrow. So I'm going to put these in my spray box. And I think I want to use the color from the Wild and Free kit. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the spice just to kind of give it a little more of a grungy color. It'll kind of tone it down a little. I'm going to set this aside to dry for a minute. I'll use my heat tool a little bit. So that's going to go over here. I'm going to put another one on this side. So while we're working on that, what do I want to put on this side? I still have some more chipboard pieces left, but I also have some of the fussy cut elements, like these pieces. Like this corner piece would look kind of cute. You know, I haven't made a corner pocket in a while. Let me grab some book page, maybe. Here, I've got a dictionary page. I'm going to fold this in half and glue this together, make it one piece. Makes it stronger. Yeah, I will be putting them all together, Julie. I will be putting them all together. I think that's the cheaper way to go. If it's open, if it gives me the option to purchase the label, I'll go to the official website and make sure. But I'll end up then sending your subscription boxes together on March the 15th, Julie, if that's the case. All right, so I'm going to take this, kind of looking at it. Yeah, I'm going to rip it. And I want it to be about this wide. All right, so this one I want straight. I don't want it cockeyed. And then if I take this piece and tear it like so. So now we're starting to get a little layered element here. Oh, and I did pull it out. Where did I put it? I pulled out a doily. And now I don't see. Ah, here it is. I have a little piece of a doily that we could put in here. All right, so since we've got the pinks in the background, let's do, oh yeah, let's do this coral color on the doily. And maybe we'll spray this piece of paper purple. All right, so I'm going to use my heat tool. I may use a paper towel to daub up some of that excess. Okay, I am going to use a heat tool on that, but I'm going to set it to this edge over here. Ah! So that I can spray that doily. I'm going to spray it this coral color. And then I'm going to put this book page over here. I know you're like, my gosh, all these colors that you're using. I know, I like to put them together. Marianne? Who is Marianne? Oh, I think there's someone else that ordered from Australia. I sent one and it came back. She might be the one you're talking about. All right, so I'm just drying these real fast. Yeah, everybody tell me what you think. Tell Norella what you think of the Wild and Free kit. Hopefully you saw the flip through video. If not, you'll get to the end here and you'll see what I have done. These are going to go on the other side, so I'm going to just set this over here for now. All right, so this piece is going to go there. That piece is going to go on top, and then this piece, okay? So I'm going to add some distress inks to the edges. Oh, yeah. Okay. She has a package to send to you. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I don't know why do I need to tell her? You love it? You love it? You're liking it? Yeah, they'll be like, oh my gosh, y'all people. I'm trying to decide if I want to put anything over the top, but I think I'm trying to decide if I want to put some stamping around the edge, and I think I'm going to, because it's my prerogative. It just kind of adds a little texture to that print. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to glue down the doily and then cut off the excess. I'm just putting a little glue on these edges. All right. Move this aside and then glue this down. And then I'm going to get my big scissors. I bought another pair of scissors at the dollar store. Okay, so I just cut that piece away. Okay, that's going in the trash. I'm not saving it. And then this is going to go on top, but I'll make it a tuck spot in case we want to put something in it. All right, so this piece is going to go right here in this corner. So we'll still have plenty of writing space, but we've got some pretty embellishment on the page. And I have a little, this is a little, I don't know if I call it a diamond or a gem. I don't have it named on here, but I thought it would be kind of cute to add it. Since Norella had the crystals throughout the kit, I thought, well, maybe the little diamond would be kind of pretty to have a little bit there. And let's stamp. And then we'll put that on top. So it kind of adds a little touch to that corner. I'm crafting. What do you want? Oh, poke, nudge. Okay, I see you. I'm busy here. I'm busy. Get on a roll. I got things to do. All right. Thank you so much, Kathy, for your donation. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you. All right, like that. And somewhere over here I had here it is. I have this little envelope that comes in the kit. And I didn't put a journal card inside. Do I have one? Oh, but I took another one of the pages from the kit and printed it on cardstock, and then I stamped this jar, canning jar. So I'm going to put that back here. And maybe like that. I didn't put a card in there, so I'll find something later. Trying to see if I had a card available to stick inside. Oh, I know what I can do. I had a couple of these cards. This is some flowers that I took in my garden, and Norella added them to the kit in a few places. So if you see flowers like that, those are photos that I took. And I think I want to put something on the back here. I have one of these little labels. This is a new stamp that I have in my shop. I think I called it Vintage Label 102. Oh my goodness. What now? Oh, call me. Hang on. I'm trying to get certain things done first, okay? Hold your horses. Good night. Okay, did y'all get in the raffle? We're going to give away this little bag of goodies. Y'all be going, why are you calling me? Angry R2-D2 noises. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got another prize. I'm trying to get it all organized here. Okay. Alrighty, see you later. Thanks for coming by. Pick a winner, and the winner is Sandra L. Sandra, you're the winner of the goodie pack here, which had a pin. It had some Ken Oliver bursts of color. It had a couple of stickers from Seven Gypsies, as well as some aged mahogany distress ink. Congratulations. Okay, so now I'm going to reset this. And stamped dyed papers. All right, so this next giveaway is some stamped papers that Beverly of Beeline Designs made. These are all like coffee dyed or tea dyed. She even kind of wrote what, like this says cherries and coffee is how she got the color. This one she wrote tea and colored pencils. So you can tear these out and use these little elements in your journals. I had started to make like a bundle, but so she kind of wrote what they were so you know what stamps they are. If there's some stamps in my shop that I haven't added and you want me to add these, just let me know. So there's some more colored pieces. So this is going to be a big bundle. This is worth a lot of money here. Lots of different little things that she's stamped, like I said, on coffee dyed and tea dyed papers. And then she watercolors them and uses colored pencils. And then these are just strips of paper that she's tore, cast off, whatever you want to call that. I'll put that in a little baggie so I can find it. Stick that over here. All right. So this thingy is going to go in this thingy here. All right. And then we're going to do something on this side. I have this cow skull. And I have this pocket piece. I know it's bright, but I think that's what I want to do is put that on there. Let me look. Maybe I want to do this mandala instead. That's not near as... I think that looks better with the mandala. And then I have one of these journal cards that can go in there. And I have this from the kit, which is an envelope that doesn't have a seam down the middle. And then you have a little journal card that fits inside. So that'll go in there. So let me glue these together. You love them? All right, thanks, Lori. Beverly does such an amazing job. I love how she can put things together. You like those? Those are cool? You're very welcome. Okay, cool. You got a coupon coming to you too? Get your coupon codes. Coupon codes. All right, let's put this like that. I have another one of these arrows. I'm thinking just putting it across the top like that. You heard skulls? Oh, you love bright? It's bright and cheerful, isn't it? Okay. I think I like that. This is going to go in here. This will go in here as well, but I think it's too short. So my flappy flap is not staying downy down. So I'm going to kind of crease it with my bone folder substitute. Okay, that'll stay a little better. I think I want to do another, let's do another mason jar. What else do I have in here? Free spirit. Maybe we'll do that. So that kind of gives us a little bit more stuff in the pocket. I've got a library card too. Okay, I like that better. And then I just saw the word free spirit. So do we want to put that right in the middle? I think I like that in the middle. Room for a flower on the front of that arrow. Well, we don't have the same saying this time. Oh, I'm going to use the skull. I'll use it. I've got it here. I will use it. I just haven't used it yet. Okay? Hang on. I got another page to make. All right. So on this page, this is a different arrow that's from the chipboard pieces that I thought would be kind of pretty up there. And I know it's flashing out. So because it's flashing out, let's put some distress inks on the edges. I may need to add some more color to it so it's a little bit darker. I could have sprayed it again with Tattered Angels, but I don't want to wait for it to dry. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is get the Distress Oxide in the Mermaid Lagoon. see if I can't add a little bit of color. I think that's subtle. I think that's what I needed. You see it standing out now just a little bit. Maybe we'll put some paper behind it. How about a piece of book page? Would it stand out on that? Kind of give it a little bit more. Where's my distress ink tool? And it makes you think of cattle ranch. Yeah, yeah. How'd you miss the big thing? All right, so that's going to go there. I may have a big enough piece here. I'm trying to just tear that edge just a little bit. And then I need it to be small enough that it'll still fit on the page. Okay, we'll add some distress ink to that one. Pink book page is purple. Let me make it pink behind there. I can make that pink with the... All right, let's do that. Let's add a little bit of pink. We'll spray it with some Tattered Angels. Kind of like it. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of the sienna to it. Just to kind of get it to blend out. All right, we'll dry it. You love the purple page and the stencil? That is my, let me get the thing, Flowers and Vines stencil. That's what that stencil is. Flowers and Vines. All right, I got a little bit too much Tattered Angel, so I'm just going to kind of mop it up a little bit. You like the pink? Okay, Shannon. You love the pink? All right, I think that will help this stand out a little better. Now, does that stand out better? I think it does. All right, I'm going to glue this together. Clean your kitchen. Use Dawn when you clean your kitchen before you come to do this. You know, just like they used to say, before you sit down, this was a sewing machine manual instructions. Before you sit down to sew, make sure that your home is in good order, that the dishes are done, that the laundry's put away, because you don't want to be distracted by other chores that you need to be doing while you're sewing. Also, make sure that you have your lipstick on and your hair done in case your husband comes home while you're sewing, so you can quickly get up and greet him. So before you watch a junk journal video, you're supposed to do your dishes. The blue Dawn, not the green. Oh dear. The glue will dry clear, so I'm not worried about where it's kind of sticking out, but We needed some heavier items at the top since we put so many pocket thingies at the bottom. Okay. So I need to make one more page of something. Okay. I like it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I just need one more page. So I've got some things out over here. I'm going to show y'all so far how the colors have coming together for the journal pages. This is one I made ahead of time. I'll show it to you, but it looks like we're kind of leaning towards more purples in these. So, since we have more purple stuff, I was trying to see if I had one other something or another. I have another purple page. What do we want to do? Do I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Or some of the pages are going to be more of the teal color. Maybe that's what I should do is alternate them a little bit. This is the mop-up page that I made. I don't know. I think I need I've got this purple, so I'm going to stencil it real fast. It's bright, ain't it? It's so bright. This is one of the wild stencils. These are extra stencils that I designed. And we've been doing the teal a lot. But I think I need to do the teal on this purple or it won't show up. It'll give a subtle pattern. I sat down many months ago and I made, I don't know, 20 or 30 different stencil patterns that I was like, well, I don't know. I like this one, but I don't like that one. Well, I narrowed it down to about 7 or 8 and sent them to Norella and said, okay, I think I want to do a bohemian, free spirit, traveler, gypsy type journal. She's like, well, okay. So then I started picking out designs. So I had some fun with the stencil pattern. I know it's really light, that on the camera you can hardly see it, but it's in there, it's subtle. All right, let's see what we can put on the other side here. Maybe we'll do purple on purple. Oh yeah, I've got this one. This is the wild stencil number 4, and it's flowers. So I'm going to use the seedless preserves because it'll be kind of, should be tone on tone, but let's see what happens. Yeah, so we'll see a little flower pattern. Right, don't use that word. Well, but I don't think it's a slur, personally. I think that's a lifestyle I would like to live. A bohemian, traveling, going from space to space, never really putting down roots in one particular place. But I like my stuff too much. So when I finally come to the conclusion that I'm ready to get rid of my stuff or downsize quite a bit, then I'll probably be a traveling soul. All right, I like that. You see that pattern come together? Now let's use this skull. I've also got this mandala got some water damage on it. But we got Wild Child here. I've got a little label. The 17th of August is my birthday, so I like it when Norella uses those little, what we call Easter eggs. Okay, I stamped these out, but I don't know, I might use them somewhere. Okay, what do we want to do with that? I'm trying to decide. Oh, I know what I can do. If I stamp the mandala stamp and then put this on top, that'll look pretty good. That'll look pretty good. All right, so I'm going to stamp it right in the middle. And then if I put this on top of it, oh yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Lots of patterns. Oh, and it made it look velvety. Velvety. Gives it some pretty colors, pretty texture. Yeah, well, that is sad that they were forced to do so. Yes, that part is bad. Nomadic. A nomadic spirit. Okay, I like that. And I've got the word boho already stamped out here. Do we want to put that on here anywhere? No, I think we'll pass. So let's go over to this side. I've got this little number 17, and I have a dragonfly that I stamped. All right, I think we need the henna rose in the middle here. Is that enough, or do I need to do more? I think I'm going to do it again on a scrap of paper. There. That kind of gives us a little bit more. So when I put this up here, we have this pattern across the top of the page. Yeah? I do not have a large postcard stamp. It's funny that you said something, Kathy. Barb Dingwell sent me a message today that I need a large postcard. I have the Postal Cube, which has the word postcard. And what I normally do is use that stamp and use it on a piece of rectangle cardstock and pair it with a couple other stamps and make my own postcard. So that might be something you may want to do. Let's see what else I have. I have funky, free spirit, maybe like that, little collage. It's time to wash my fingers. Okay. You like this? Like how it's coming together? So we're kind of putting more things at the top of the page so that we don't have such bulk all at the bottom. All right, so now on this side, and I just saw, here it is, I have the tiny postcard in here. Here's the tiny postcard. Here's a library card. So what if we did something where we did some collage, maybe even a little label. Trying to decide which one looks better. Maybe something like that. I've even got a tiny, oh, I've got this arrow. Okay, I like that. Just a little collage of things. So let's stamp behind that. And which stamp do I want to use? I've been using the henna rose a lot, and I use the Mandala stamp. I think that's one of my favorite stamps right now. I use it a bunch. Oh my gosh, I've got so many piles of things on my desk. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, I say. Ridiculous. All right, I'm just grabbing a piece of paper here. So, let's stamp the corner like so. And then when I put this stuff back on top, we've got a nice little collage going on. Teeny pockets. You love teeny pockets? Yeah. Well, here, I've got a book page from earlier. We'll do something with that on the other side. We'll make a teeny pocket. This time I want a collage. So I'm going to put down the water damaged mandala. And then we'll put down the postcard. And then I'll put down this little label on top. And then we'll put this arrow kind of going across. Okay. Oh yeah, Margie got some of the tiny postcards and tiny library cards. She's done some pockets. I did a pocket on something else. Where did I put it? Well, here's a tiny little pocket that I made on something else. This is a sample page I was working on. Okay, so we'll go over here, and we want a little pocket to go around our card. So since this is folded in half, and I want to go right about there, so I'm going to cut off a piece of this. To make a pocket. And I'm going to score as soon as I find my tool that I need. All right, so I'm going to fold this over to the back. It's not straight. All right, that's straight now. So that's going to go in here. And I need that to be, 1.5 inches wide. Will make it a little bit wider than necessary. All right, so I'm going to move that over here and then cut off the excess. So I got this little piece here. So we'll fold it to the back. And I don't need all of this paper, so I'm going to kind of trim some of it back. I'm just cutting off the corners. All right, so this piece I'm going to fold over and put here and fold these to the back, and I'll have a little pocket. All right, and then we're going to use some Distress inks on here. fold this in. Fold this up. All right, it needs a little something on it before I put it down. So I'm going to get, we'll do the henna rose on top. There we go. So now we've got a little tiny pocket that we'll put up here in the corner. And then our little library card, if I can get it open. Yeah, fit right there. Tiny pocket. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut this piece off. I was going to use it as a tab, but I decided that it's not going to work that way very well. So we're going to put that up here as a little pocket. So we need a little something to go with it. I've got this little green piece of paper. You know what we haven't done? We haven't gone to the sewing machine. I think that's what I'll do. Is I'm going to go around this outside edge. Sewing lamb. We haven't used the sewing machine this whole episode. Sewing lamb. Oh, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch just on this outside edge all the way around without this on there. So it gets me a zigzag pattern around it. I'm flaunting my riches. Margie's flaunting her riches. Yeah, I mean, that was a super simple little pocket. I mean, you can use that to hold things. All right, so I'm going to stitch around this piece. Let's move back over here to the sewing machine. I'm using a regular sewing machine. I have regular thread. I've got it set for a zigzag stitch. That's easy for you to say, Linda. And I'm just going to go around this little piece really quickly. When I get to the corner, I'm going to raise my pressure foot and rotate and then start stitching again. I can also cut my thread if I want to have some thread fibers. In fact, I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to turn it around. Oh, it's still sucked to the back side. How funny. So now I've got little pieces of thread sticking out there. Okay, let's get back over here. All right, we gotta get moving. You've got to move it. All right, so I want to put that piece on top of there. All righty. So that gives us a little pattern. All right, so we need something on the page here. We've been going towards the top corner. We did the Rosemond and we did the mandala. So we'll do the mandala on this side. So I'll come in just a little bit from the edge. There we go. So we'll put this piece on top. And, oh, I've got the word funky, or I have the word boho that we could put on top of this. Funky or boho? Which is it? I'm going to do both. Get them ready. We're almost to the end here. I know, I'm taking my sweet time. I think I'm going to do funky. So we used the doily today. We've used chipboard pieces. We've used stencils and rubber stamps. I used book pages. I did some sewing. We've used Tattered Angel's Glimmer Mist. think I like that. I'll make it a top tuck spot in case you want to put something in it. Okay, I say funky. Well, I did funky. It's a good thing. That's cool. All right, I think what we'll do now is I'll show you some pages, and we're going to bind this journal together. We're going to put this together now. I got too many things. Kind of like too much time on my hands. Nope, I don't have enough time on my hands. That's the problem. Okay. All right, so I made this page just now. I have a couple of little elements left over. We made this page today. This is a mop-up page that we added some embellishments to. It's another book page. Here's some envelopes that we made. And then this was a page that I made earlier. So this was a mop-up page that I sprayed through the stencil with the purple from the Wild and Free kit. I also sprayed some of the wild blue in the background because this was white paper, and I liked getting that to be not so stark white. The background was done with the pink. Then I painted the chipboard pieces white, and then I sprayed them with the Wild and Free color that comes in the kit, kind of a green color. And then I made these little tags by stamping with the seedless preserves onto a little piece. And that goes right behind this transparent feather. And then behind that is a tuck spot. And we got another one over here. Same concept. And then on this side, book page in the background, sprayed pink. Then I stamped around the edges. I did that technique where I showed you of going around the edge of a greeting card. This is one of the hanging potted plants. And this is the swirly note card on top of the page, digital page. Here is one of the fussy cut elements. This is the mushrooms rubber stamp that's in my shop. Thank you, Kathy. And then in here, you can open this up. And I made a little journal card using the stamp, the small Dreamcatcher stamp. The word is from the kit, and this is the stencil from the kit. This is my paper bag idea that I shared in January for a tutorial for y'all to create your own. On this side, I used Pam from the Paper Outposts design of taking two pieces of paper, folding them at the same time, and then cutting them to make a layered pocket. I'm going to do a tutorial later on about this. I just decided to do it on my own. And then I put a couple of the small tiny postcard, and then this was a scrap left over from making that journal cover back there, and I thought I'd use that. One of the labels, this is another scrap of the paper. Each one of these I sprayed with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and I also stamped them. And then these are the file folders that come in the kit, and I put one of the labels so it makes it a tall file folder now. And these all go in these pockets. I didn't decorate the fronts. I'm not finding that pocket of the file folders. I didn't have enough time, or I would have. And then I showed this already. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are my handmade papers, or if you will. And then here are the pages that come in the kit. I think I want this one to be my first one. So I'm going to lay these all out, looking at them, trying to decide which way, which order I want to put them in. This is the cover. So I think I want, oh man, I'm changing my mind. I think I'm going to do this. So that will be the first page. Then the second page. All right, so then if I did, I think I want this in the center of my journal. Okay, so now if we go here, let's do this one. Let's do this one. And let's do this one. Is that what I want? Is that too close together? No. All right. And then this one goes here. And then this goes here. I'm just alternating them different ways to see how I like the way they look. I'll put this one in the middle. No, I don't want those close together. So I'm going to move this one. Let's put it here. Okay. And then like this. So that one will stick out just a little bit. I got some new clippies because my giant paper clips keep falling off. So now I'm just going to line this up to make sure I've got it all centered where I want it. Since some of my pages are shorter than others. Pardon me. All right, so now I'm going to make sure that these aren't going to move. Make sure they're all nested down together. And I've got my little template and my wax linen thread. And I've got a needle somewhere. Okay. So now I'm going to cut 3 times the height of my journal in wax linen thread. You love the file folders? Aren't they fun? You're keeping a file folder as a template? Yeah. Okay, gotcha, Sherry. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe you had logged in with a different user account because that's what Junkie Joe is showing you is a different account. All right, so this is my template. And I just realized that I had not folded it in half yet. Fold it hot dog style a couple of times so I can get it. And so it's marked where you're supposed to put the 3 holes for your journal. All right, I'm going to center that and poke all the way through. We're going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Well, my headache's coming back. I'm getting tired. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You know, it's fun. You know, you can do the collaging with the stamps, and then you're not adding near as much bulk if you had added layers of paper. And that's another reason why I love junk journals, because there's no wrong way. And I get to use all the techniques I've picked up and loved over the years. Okay, put this right that. I do want to do one more thing before we do a flip through of the video. So if you haven't already entered the raffle, If you want a chance to win this journal that I made today, make a donation of any dollar amount. And here in a moment, we're going to open up the raffle to get that journal. I'm trying to find my charms. Oh, they're not in there. Here they are. I knew I put them in a separate thing. I'm just going to grab... there's some horseshoes in here. We'll get those. There's one. Oh, here's a peace symbol. We'll do that one. Too many things. All right, so I'm going to take these guys. Oh, I was going to get some beads. One, two. I'm just getting whatever comes out. There. I don't need the sequin. All right, so I'm going to put a bead. If I can get past my giant fingernails that I need to cut off. Another bead. I'm going to do a different color though. And then I'm going to feed on a charm. I can't see it. There it goes. Ah! Not yet, Sandra. Get in the raffle now. Why can't I see that? Okay, there it goes. Ah! I looked away. Get in the raffle now. Okay. I'm just tying a surgeon's knot where you just kind of go through twice. And I'll trim off the excess. And then we're going to repeat that on this one. Do a bead. And a bead. And the charm. Come on. Sprayed so it didn't want to go through the hole. And of course, when you're in a hurry, you can't ever get things to work. So just take a breath. Okay, there we go. And tie a knot. All right. Ah, gotcha. Google does that. Okay. Cut that off. And the one last thing, this is flopping, so it's bugging me. And I did this the other day, and I thought it turned out pretty cute. So I've got one of these tickets that come in the kit. I'm going to fold it in half from top to bottom. If I can get it to line up. Use my acrylic block to smooth it out. And I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and stitch right across this top real fast. So I just stitched across here. I'm going to add some distress inks to it. Do you know what I'm making? Does anybody know yet? Oh, good. Here's a little gem. And I've got the word boho. So I'm going to stamp on this. I moved all my stamps out of the way. All right, so I've got, this is a little diamond gem that I'm going to glue on here. And then I've got the word boho that was laying on my desk. Okay. And look what this is going to become. This is now a paper clip that'll kind of help hold that down just a little bit with the stitching on there. Alrighty. Did y'all enter the raffle? I'm going to clean my hands off again. Are we ready? I see FFA. You like that? Thanks for stopping in, Miss Kimberly. You like the mini folders like that? Okay. We're waiting on the boss fight. Alright, I didn't put a closure on here. And I've already misplaced the fabric that I had laying out here. So, what can I use? Oh, here it is. I found the fabric. I'm going to cut off the end here. Slip it through. Well, I guess I can use the whole piece, but I'm going to see what happens here. I just realized I didn't use any fabric throughout the journal. Okay, how did I manage to twist that? Oh well, I can fix it later. You get the gist of it. Right? We got a little bow on here. It's not perfect. Ready, set, go! Alright, let's pick the winner of the stamped dyed papers. And that winner is Lori Merchant. Congratulations, Lori. I know you'll love those. Alrighty, we're going to reset this. Yes. We're going to right click here. Copy that. And we're going to go over here. Delete that. Alright, so now this is open for those who have donated. Eric, Kathy, Sherry, Tanya, Linda, the Mrs. Edmondson, and Nadine, Laura, Lori, Janice, Robin, Rhonda, Ruby, and Margie. So if you donated, now's the time. Yay! All right, so this is the subscription box, Wild and Free. I do have some things sticking out. This is the subscription box cover that comes in the kit. It will be printed on 100-pound, 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. So mine is made on linen cardstock that I have here at the house on my inkjet printer. Yours in the subscription box will be laser printed. Good luck, everybody. All right, and then we open this up, and the front page is one of my stencil designs. I didn't put a pocket in here. We're really running out of time because Henry's going to be home any moment. But this ledger paper is in the kit, and I did some stamping and collaging. We did some more. So go with the flowers. So we're going to go that way. Or if you go this way, so you'll see the flowers. So if I had to point it that way, oh well. The kit page, and then here is a collaged page that I made, and then this is something different that I did today. I made this little flip out so you can write in here, and then this flips under the label to keep it closed. So it just looks like it's a collaged page, but it's got a hidden journaling spot. Haha. And then over here we've got a little pocket, and we made a little journaling card with a feather sticking out of it. And then we've got these journal cards in this pocket, and the page behind was stamped as a book page, one of the kit pages. And we flip that over. Here's the crystals that Norella used. Here's another one of the chipboard arrows this time, and we sprayed it with Tattered Angels and layered it up. Good luck, everybody. And then over here, I'm printed one of the journal pages out of the large journal kit and then stamped it with the library card. And I printed a different page, I think this is out of the large journal kit, and then stamped the mason or canning jar on top of it. And then this is a little envelope and card that comes in the subscription box. All three of these pieces came from the subscription box, these 3 different layers. Another one of the journal pages. Yay for the paper, Lori. I thought this was kind of funny. So we have the same concept on both pages, but they're also completely different. So here you're getting the faux look of layered paper, and here you can see the other page behind it. Yes, if you would come back after the live stream and leave a comment of what you thought about the projects today, I greatly appreciate it. I left this blank on the inside, but I did some layering here with stamps and papers and tattered angels and distress ink. And then this just kind of tucks under. Now, if you're ever using an envelope and you don't want the sticky on here, glue another piece of paper down. And then you don't have to worry about it getting activated later on. So as requested by Eric, she said, or he said, Eric, I can't remember. I think I don't know what you want us to call you on the show. So please forgive me if I get your gender wrong. They asked if I would make a little pocket for the library card. So I made a little pocket per their request. Hey, I did that pretty good. And then stamping and stenciling in the background. And we stenciled on this side, and here's the dragonfly stamp, and the free spirit comes with the set. This is one of a set of 4 word stamps. This is from the kit, and then stamped in the background. Then Norella's page she created for me. Another one of the mason jars. And then here is a little tag that's in this, and you'll see that really wild pink or orange page. Thank you, Margie. And then over here we had this pocket, and I did the boho paper clip, and then a journal card on the inside. So you have lots of little writing space throughout this journal, some of it hidden. And then all of these are little file folders that come out that you can write on either side or collage on them or put things in them. And then I put some smaller cards down here. I'm trying to get it. Okay, thank you, Eric. I apologize. I'm trying to make sure. Day is preferred. Okay. Okay. And then we'll go over here to the next page, and I layered on top of it and used the library card and another little ticket in the pocket. Ticket in the pocket. The page that Norella made. Used the skull on here. Another little collage. And then this envelope also opens out. Uh-oh, did I get glued? Okay, I got it. It ripped a little, but we'll be okay. We can, we'll do this. We'll put a piece of, like a little piece of book page. I'll put it on the back side. That'll make it stronger. See, there's always a way. If something happens, you can fix it. It may not be perfectly aesthetic, but you can do it. We use the fuzzy here, layered with the butterfly on top of the stamping. Their own crowd. See, there was a skull in there. And then these are flowers from my garden. And here's another one of the canning jars that I stamped onto the pages. And this little envelope is in the kit with that journaling card as well. And then this is one of the tickets that come, or tags that comes in the kit. More of the chipboard pieces. Here is the chipboard piece that I painted with tattered angels. and then layered it onto one of the wild prints from the add-on paper pack. So it looks kind of cool when there's not anything in it. So when you take the journal card out. And I think I did make this a 2-pocket. So you've got the very back. So if you have something else you want to put in there and you just want the library card to stick up, or we have this one, and that's transparency film. You do get a sheet of transparency film in the kit, and then I use the rubber stamp cow skull. You love it? You love the skull? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thank you so very much. I know I've got a different soul. So this one flips out, and then you can put it underneath like that. And then here's a little tuck spot. And here's our water damage label, but I think it looks kind of cool like that. And then here's where I did my fingerprints, but we covered it up. And I need to stamp it with this journal made by and sign it, and then we will pick the winner. I'm thinking I'm going to stamp it on a scrap of paper. This journal made by, and cut it so it'll fit. We'll add some, we'll make it pretty. We'll add some distress ink to it. All right. Let me sign it first, and then I'll glue it down because you don't want to write on top of wet glue. Today is 2/21/22. Tomorrow will be 2/22/22. Get all the 2s out. Be on the lookout for some tutorials. I'll have a tutorial on some gel printing, as well as making a Midori cover. And if you have an order, I will be getting them worked on. I've had COVID and haven't felt well, so I haven't got a lot of things done, but I think Henry's got to cut some rubber stamps for me tomorrow or Wednesday. I got some thread here. I'm trying to make it neater this time when I tie it shut, so it doesn't look so bad. You've got extra fabric there if you want to do something else with it. Alrighty. Did everybody get in? Oh, today's your mom's birthday. Oh. Your youngest's birthday tomorrow. Hey, Bonnie. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 people that are in. These people have entered. Tanya, Sherry, Lori, Janice, Rhonda, Nadine, Eric, Linda, Robin, Laura, Ruby, Lily, Margie. So who are we missing? Linda Gray, you haven't entered. And then Jennifer. Mrs. Edmondson. I think that gets everybody. Alrighty. We'll give them a moment to get in the raffle. I'll put a couple of things away. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream, that you were inspired to create. And if you are, hey, definitely tag me on Facebook if you post there and say how you were inspired. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Get in on the raffle. What you were inspired by, what caused you to do it. I'll be live again next Monday, where I'll be using the large journal kit and probably some of the leftover pieces from today. And then the following week, I'll be making the planner. I've already got those scheduled. Okay, gotcha, Sandra. All right, Kathy's in. Linda's in. Tanya's in. Janice is in. All right, I'm waiting. What else? I'm working on some prototype stuff. So here's a little prototype, little folio. Lori Merchant had asked for like a folio. So here's a little prototype that I'm working on. I created this envelope. So this is a window envelope that I altered and made into a pocket inside, and there's writing space on the back side. So this wouldn't be glued to a page directly. It would be sitting in a pocket. So that's a couple things that I've been pondering around with. And anyhow, I greatly appreciate y'all's support. All right, let's pick the winner. The winner today is Margie. Congratulations, Margie. You won the journal today. I hope you enjoy getting this journal, that you have fun petting it and loving it, because she doesn't use them. She just loves them. You like that folio? Those are kind of fun to make. You're very welcome, Margie. Alrighty, let's see. We're going to get off here. I'm going to eat some dinner, relax for the rest of the night, and then I have lots of work to do tomorrow, so I got to rest. Thank you all again. My face hurts from smiling. Thank you for supporting me, for being here, giving me those thumbs up, sharing this video. Do come back and comment what you thought of this video after we get done here. And remember, rewatching my videos does count. I greatly appreciate when you do that. So definitely come back and rewatch, and you can change the speed and make it go faster if you want, or go slow and stop it and pause it. And again, check out my tutorials that I have. I have tons of them. I'm not sure if I'm around 1,000 now. It's a bunch. So definitely check those out. Yay! Thank you so much, Ruby. I'm glad to be back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, cool, Margie. I got you. I'll hold it until you get some stamps. Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. Y'all, thank you so much. I'm going to get off here and have some dinner with Henry. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing day and rest of your week. Stay healthy, stay safe, get some rest. All right, love everybody. Bye.